fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today's video, a fish room tour, all the tanks, everything you want to see. I'm going to give you an update. It's going to be a long one, folks, so grab a snack and a beverage. And before we get started, I just want to tell you about two awesome things. One, thank you so much for 25,000 subscribers on Michael's Fish Room. And my new cooking channel, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. And that channel is called Michael's Eats. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to this channel and my other cooking channel, Michael's Eats. I mean, really, if you like this, I talk about food. I mean, I'm actually more passionate about food than I'm about the fish. So just saying, check it out. But because of the milestones, I have a special for you. 25% off any purchase $50 or more at michaelsfishroom.com. Good until the end of February. Use promo code THANKYOU25. And at my Teespring store, use promo code THANKYOU25 for 25% off any of the t-shirts that I sell. I sell the Michael's Fish Room shirts. I sell cool food shirts like this. This one says, I wonder if tacos think about me too. You know, there's some pizza ones, some taco ones, that kind of stuff. Bacon, you know how I love bacon. So, alright folks, stand by. Fish Room Tour, February 2020 coming up. It's a long one. See you in a minute. Alright, fishy folks, let's start in the front, up top. These are some blue Tux Guppies I got from a wholesale order. They are coloring up nice, growing. I didn't lose any. I'm quite happy. Sometimes when you have a wholesale order, you do lose some fish. This time I didn't. Look at that. That's nice. We have 2 empty tanks for incoming orders and breeding projects. I forget what was in here, but nothing important. These are purple Grass Guppies. I lost the trio that I got, but here are the fry. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be breeding true. It looks like there's 1 male and 2 females left in this tank. This was supposed to be a red cobra that I got from one of the wholesalers that didn't go so well. I was all set to pull them out, and I left one in here, a female, for a few days, and when I came back there was like 25 fry. So I'm gonna let them grow up a little bit in here and then move them to the mutt tank. Here is a pair of blue neon guppies, not a pair, 2 females, looking for them to drop fry, not in the adult tank. I have more of these beauties from a host. Look at that. I have more of these beauties down here, and there are fry in here. I'm surprised so many survived with all the hungry adults, but I do see some fry chilling in the weeds down here. But I did put a couple females up here. Hopefully they'll drop fry in here and they have a better survival rate. Now, real quick, some of these guys, actually 4 of the females had bent backs or jacked up backs. I put them through quarantine, and then they're going to be a tasty treat for Chewy. I won't be breeding them, and I won't be selling them for sure. So that's just how I do it. Whether you do it or not, that's up to you. If you think it's cruel that I feed a live, tasty and delicious treat to Chewy, you're a snowflake and go away. These are the half black guppies. I haven't really been paying much attention to these guys. There is that really nice bluish guppy right there that I should pull out, and I say I'm going to pull out and I don't, but that is a stellar looking guppy right there. Here are the red Mosaic Dragons with the paracord from the new China filter I'm testing out. These guys are very close to the other dragons I have. A little bit more colorful tail here. And these guys will be going up on the website soon. If you're interested in these and you want them, get them for the discount, just let me know, and that'll make me put them on the website if they're already not on the website by the time you see this video. Here's the breeding project tank that I abandoned because I'm lazy. You can see there's a few generations of really nice looking guppies in here. There must be some trait for the crown tail in one of these guys. They're moving so fast. But some of the males have that crown tail. It looks like the tail is all tattered, but that's just a genetic thing. Really nice Java moss in there too. Look at that Java moss. Take a look at this pothos here, guys. Look at it. It goes down to that tank here, comes all the way up and over. That's sweet. All right, here are just red mosaics, just breeding. These also will be on the website shortly if they're not already. This is the Jarwi Lazuli male, and I put in some Japanese blue females, hopefully to get a good cross out of these guys. That's pretty similar. We'll see how it goes. No fry that I can see as of yet. Green Cobra, secondary Green Cobra tank. Actually, this is a third Green Cobra tank I have. I'm going to be combining these guys with the tank down low, and then I have another tank in the middle row of Green Cobras. Very popular guppy. Black Metal Ace, got these from my boy Phil at Tamed Waters. Oops, sorry about that. Got these from Phil at Tamed Water, and they dropped fry the first or second night, and they're just growing out. No other fry since, but that's okay. They got to get used to their surroundings. Here's this is one of the designer guppies, I guess. One of the few I have in Michael's fish room. I don't know why it's not focusing. Come on, dude, focus. Really nice looking guppy. Hopefully we'll have some more fry. We'll get them up on the website. These were the bluegrass, my bluegrass tank that I sold some adults to somebody who really wanted them because her daughter's really cute and loves blue guppies. And I'm left with 2 females and a male that's really a red grass guppy. So we got to work on this line or try to get some more stock. Here are the dark purple mosaics that I can't get to breed to save my life. I'm getting ready to give up on them. I'll probably trade them to somebody or give them to Super Breeder Doug, see what he can do with them. And we'll go from there. Empty leaking 20 long. It's been there for months. And I should do something with it, but I'm too busy and too lazy. Green Dragon breeding tank. You can see there's fry all over the place. Some albino, some regular, lots of mome. And there's the male back there just chilling. There's actually 2 batches of fry, one a little older, one pretty new. These new guys just, you'll see in a couple other fry tanks, there's 2 or 3 batches of fry that all hatched pretty much the same time. We had a storm roll through here and they love that. All right, Super Red Plecos, many available. They're on the website. You can see there's lots of fry. I don't know, see there's one right there. Lots of mome, a couple different sizes available, so check out the website. Lots of breeding going on in here. I bet if I picked up that driftwood, you'd see probably 30 more. Red blonde Cobra Guppies. If you like the gold body guppy, this is one for you. They're basically gold bodied red cobras, so they look gold bodied red blonde cobras. Pretty hardy, pretty prolific. Have had no problems with these guys. All right, moving on. Japanese blue tank, doing a little cleaning with the Aqua Clear 50. These guys just breed like crazy. If you like small guppies, these are them. I pulled a few out. I've been culling, not really culling, but culling. I've been pulling out some of the ones. There's some that are showing a little bit more red in the body. They look fantastic, but they're not Japanese blues. Like, so there's one. I got to pull that one out. I don't know if you can see it. He goes right in the mutt tank, though, and those genetics will be through the mutt soon. Oh, the mutt tank is fantastic right now. All right, here's an all-male tank. I took my all-male 10-gallon and made it a 20-gallon. These are red Cobra. No, just kidding. Red Grass Guppies from Super Breeder Doug. Also the Dumbo Dragon Mosaics that I had originally. I had mostly males. And some black Moscow males. There might be a yellow Cobra male in here as well. Just stunning looking guppies. I'll tell you a story about the males. I bought some female red grass guppies. They're in quarantine now. I'll show you those at the end probably. I met the gentleman at Super Cichlids last week. I ran down there, got the guppies, had some lunch with my friends Martin and Lisa, and then came home for the Super Bowl. But hopefully one of those 10-gallon tanks up top that I showed you in the beginning will be for breeding red grass guppies. But red grass are available now on the website, so take advantage. More breeding for profit tank. These are Plecos down here, and then the German Tux I got from my buddy Keith at KJE Aquatics. If you're looking for plants, check out Keith at KJE Aquatics. He's got some other stuff too. Check him out. But you can see there's a baby right there, and lots of Plecos just chilling. This was part of a wholesale order. These are half black. half black red Tux Guppies, or red Tux Guppies, or I don't know what they're called. I forgot. I'm dumb. Also, I had no losses with these. I do have to take a look at that sponge filter. It's like bubbling one every 2 or 3 seconds, so I got to see what's going on there. But no losses. They've gone through quarantine already, so I believe these are available on the website as well. Half black red Tux Guppies. The black is not as black as I'd like them to be, but not bad. Not bad. These are the yellow guppies that I got last year at the NEC. Having a hard time with them fighting something. They look really skinny, so while they've had some babies, which is a good sign, and there are some Plecos in here with lots of babies, which is a good sign. I do have 2 orders for these. They're not for sale yet because they're not healthy enough for me to sell. So, all right. Pleco breeding tank with the new China filter I'm trying. That was the last video you saw. Doing its job, doing great. Green Cobra Guppies. Got these in a wholesale order. They didn't really, I ordered green and yellow, and they didn't know what they were. They weren't labeled, and apparently they're green because this is them growing up, and they've had a ton of fry in here. You can see all throughout the Java Moss the green Cobra Guppies. Now, people are going to ask, these are 20-gallon highs. That's Java Moss. I use sponge filters and an auto water change system. Every time I do a store or a video of my fish room, people ask those same questions. Here are the blue neons we talked about before. Great looking guppies. And there are some fry in there, as you can see down by the China filter. The other China filter I have, so happy with these guys too. Pink flamingo guppies, look at all the fry. Just look, there, I mean, what is there, 50 babies in there? And then there's Pleco babies. This tank, just, it's a plethora of babiness. Yeah, and there's that giant like mound of mome that was puberty. I feel like Peter from the Brady Bunch. That's a giant mound of mome that they're just eating off of and getting healthy and big and strong. These are the Plecos that were in my pond outside, the 90-gallon Intex pool that I use as a Pleco breeding pond. And I was sad that I didn't get any production over the summer, but I put them in here. They dropped a few fry that lived, I guess, and most of them were standard bristle nose. It's focusing on a guppy, but and then their next drop, I don't know, was 100 albino babies and like 4 or 5 or so standard. And then one of the ginormous mamas of the pink flamingo guppies dropped like 50 fry in here. So yeah, mama's bad. You know, you have all this mom and all your fish die. So yeah. These were supposed to be purple Cobra Guppies I got from a customer. I did something that, you know, I say I never to do. I bought fry. I don't know what I was thinking. And while some of them are definitely purple and they all look spectacular, to be honest. They're not breeding true though. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I may name these something and sell them on the website and just let people know they might not breed true. I may put them in the mutt tank. I'm not really sure yet, but they are stunning. Some of those purple guppies with the Dumbo ears, I mean, that's amazing. That is amazing right there. Look at it. Oof. Dumbo Red Mosaic Fireworks, also some guppies I got from Phil at Tamed Waters. They're breeding in here, and I have a bunch of fry. I'm waiting for them to grow up to see how they breed, how true they breed. It doesn't look like, after the first batch, it didn't look like they were breeding true, but as they grew up, they did start to match the color of the original adult. So before I put them on the website, I want to make sure they're breeding true. I have no reason to believe that they're not going to breed true, but that's just how I roll. Speaking of rolling, let's get the creeper seat, because I'm a fat guy. All right, real quick, let's just look at the workbench. I have been cleaning it off slowly but surely. There's the filter that I just did a video on. There's some food that I'm going to be doing a review on. That's from Fancy Tail Aquatics. Look at that. Look out for that video soon. There's a Lee's triple filter right there. Triple flow filter, box filter. When you do a review on that, that's from Keith at KJE. You can see my meds, small packs of meds up there. And yeah, packing supplies, cart, tripod for filming. All right, that's enough. Red snakeskin guppies. Look at that. Java moss is beautiful in there. And there's also quite a few albino plecos in here. I forget, I ordered albino plecos from a customer, and I forget how many he sent, and I put them in here. I kind of forgot about them. Just been feeding, and then all of a sudden, they're huge, and there's a lot of them. I've been pulling them out slowly but surely. I'll show you where I'm putting them in a minute. And yeah, that's that. Red snakeskin guppies, albino bristlenose. I don't know if you can see now, albino bristlenose. Here's a care species I've never really talked about. They're Goodeids, however you say it. I don't know much about them. My friend Tom Gululi from Bucks County Aquarium Society gave me a pair, and he said they're live bearers. Be good for you to have them, and their fry are born kind of big, but they only have, you know, 4 or 5 of them at once. And so they had, I think, 3 the first batch. I think there's 2 left. There might be 3. I haven't really paid much attention to them because I haven't had time. They get the same food as everything else. There's a little Java moss and a sponge filter and a submarine for them to play in. So I'll be doing some more research and doing a video on them. If you know anything about them, let me know down below in the comments. All right, here's some red Cobra Guppies. Got these from a friend. He just gave them to me. I was at Martin Leish's shop, Super Cichlids, a couple months ago, and he, oh, you're there? I'm going to bring you some guppies, and this is what he brought me. Red Cobra. Now, they're slightly different than the other red cobras I have, but they are very prolific and breeding like guppies. Down here we have the blue metallic Mosaics. Most of the adults I have sold. I did have a few breeders left, and these are the babies growing very well. Great looking guppy. Not a designer guppy by any means, but certainly a nice looking guppy. I'm fine. Certainly a nice looking guppy to add to your collection if you need it. Dark Dragons, I got these from someone else, and I can't remember his name, and we're just waiting for them to grow out. I don't know if there's any males in here. If you remember from the unboxing, we'll see as they grow. Blue Delta Guppies, breeding, trying to get numbers up so I can keep up with demand on the website. They are a pretty popular guppy to have. You can see there's a couple different size fry in there. Tanks are dirty, oh well. Hawaiian Blue Lace Guppies, got these as in the same order as a Dark Dragon. There's a couple little tiny fish in there. No color yet, waiting to see how they look. Violet Cobras and Chocolate Plecos. Same thing with the Violet Cobras. They were Violet Cobras. They were little tiny fry, and I don't know if any survived. I feed the tank like they do. I know the Chocolate Plecos are doing well, and will be for sale soon on the website. Original tank of green cobras, doing well. I had a bunch. I sold a bunch, and then we turned this tank completely into breeding. I wasn't selling out of it for probably 6 months to get the numbers up, but yeah, the tank's pretty dirty. But lots of different size guppies in here. We'll take a look from the top. And very, very hardy and pretty guppy. Look at those tail. Look at that tail on that male. I mean, that's stunning. You can't see it because it's not focusing because the tank's dirty. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. All right. Mutt Guppies I got from a customer. I bought them dirt cheap, including shipping, and it'll be worth it to add the new genetics to the Mutt Guppy colony. They are going through quarantine right now. When they're done with quarantine, I'll add them to the Mutt Guppy colony. New genetics that I don't have, so that'll be nice. There's some there's some really nice looking guppies. She said these were crosses she made that weren't breeding or didn't look how she wanted or didn't meet her standards. So Mutt Guppies, but I love Mutt Guppies, and I like adding genetics to the Mutt Guppy pool. So there you go. All right, more blue metallic lace guppies, second tank. These have gone through quarantine and are ready for sale. Here are the black panda guppies. You can see I put a Japanese box filter to help clean up some of the mulm. and I definitely need some more Java moss for this tank. This tank was one of the original tanks I had, and that's kind of a creepy way to look at it. But I was using a yarn spawning mop basically as a place for the guppies to spawn, and it was time I got rid of it. So I got to get some more Java moss for it. I got to pull it out from Chewy's tank. I put it in there to clean it, if you know what I'm saying. These are the red grass females that I got. They are huge, very nice quality. These will be done in quarantine tomorrow, so they will be for sale, and I'm looking forward to getting these to breed again. All right, moving on. Here are the red dragon mosaics I have. There's basically a pair in there left. I have a couple other males waiting for the female to drop some fry. We'll see what happens. Here's my red cobra tank. I'm fine. I love these guys. These are one of my favorite guppies. Got to do some culling in there like that. That one male with the washed out tails got to go in the Mutt Guppy tank. But breeding in here, growing nice. These came out of the pond outside, so there's a lot of tannins in the water actually from that driftwood back there, but I don't care. Tannins are good for the fish. Yellow Cobra Guppies breeding in here. Not so much breeding going on yet, but they're growing out. There's also a couple Plecos left in here from the disaster I had. They are doing well. All right, let's take a look at the Mutt Guppy tank. Then we'll go to the top tanks, and we'll end with Chewy and his ginormous cock. Here's the Mutt Guppy tank. I don't know, there's a couple hundred guppies in there maybe. There's also two ginormous Gibiceps Plecos hanging out somewhere, which you probably won't ever see. Oh, there's one. Chilling in the cave. Right there. Anyway, Mutt Guppies. What's a Mutt Guppy? It's just a guppy that might not breed true. It might be a guppy that normally you would cull because it doesn't meet your standard or whatever standard you're looking for, but it's still a great guppy. And if you just want guppies in a fish tank, you're not looking to breed, you're not breeding for profit, great to have. My Mutt Guppies, I take care of like every other guppy, so they're all dewormed and fed very well and very, very hardy. And I'm looking forward to seeing these guys in the pond again this year. It was actually my favorite part of fish keeping so far has been the Mutt Guppy ponds outside. I got big plans for ponds this year, so I can't wait for it to warm up. But just take a look at all the different colors and tail sizes and what have you. Just a thing to note about Mutt Guppies that people have told me that I've learned over the years is if you have an all black guppy, probably shouldn't have put in the Mutt Guppy tank because it'll start to take over and you'll just have all black or dark guppies and they won't be colorful. Now, like this one right here is pretty darn cool. It's almost all black with a red tail. Love it. That's like just genetics I put in here. That's a flamingo guppy that I just put in here for some genetics. I'll probably pull them out, put them back in the pink flamingo tank later. All right, folks. What else? Let's take a look up top. That's a project we'll talk about in a second. Here are the glass belly guppies. Got these from another customer down in Delaware, as a matter of fact. And breeding these out, getting them big. Got a lot of orders for these already. So if you want these, you might want to get on the list. Here are metal red lace guppies, and these guys, there was a couple fry in the bag when I unboxed them, and then they're growing pretty big. There's one down in the weeds. I don't know if you can see it. But no other fry have dropped. We'll see what happens. All right, folks, there are some Plecos in this tank, some albino bristlenose Plecos, and one guppy that I caught by accident. But this is going to be one of the tanks that I use to pre-seed the sponges. I have the sponges now for weeks. I've just been lazy and haven't put them in here and haven't set up the air system. But basically, we're going to have two different sizes of sponges available, pre-seeded, that you can buy and I'll ship to you. So that if you have an emergency and your tank crashes, or if you just want to start a new tank and don't want to wait, or you just want to buy a cycled sponge, hey, take a look at that long fin albino bristlenose Pleco upside down in the cave. That's pretty cool. All right, fishy folks, final tank, Chewy and his ginormous cock. Look at him. It'd be great if there was no glare, but Chewy's doing well. He has a little bit destroyed his mirror over there. You can see there's a piece of something hanging off it. There's some floating Java moss in here. What I do is when I take Java moss out of one tank and want to put another, I put it in here overnight and let Chewy eat anything that comes off it in case there's some fries stuck in there. We have the ginormous Japanese box filter. I'll be doing an update on that soon, as well as a ginormous sponge filter. And his tank obviously has a heater in it, and there was a circulation fan in there, but I can never get it to stick. So Chewy did knock off, it looks like, the lift tube of the Japanese filter, so he's a little aggressive sometimes, but he's healthy now. He's doing well. He does splash me sometimes when I feed him, so that's the fish room tour, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any comments or questions, let me know down below. Don't forget to check out michaelsfishroom.com and teespring.com, where you can get 25% off your order of $50 or more using promo code THANKYOU25. See ya. I found someone, Hiya fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today's video, Fish Room Tour, February 2020. That's right folks, I'm going to show you all the tanks, the workbench, the floor, whatever you want to see I'm going to show you. So grab a snack and a beverage, it's going to be a long one, and stand by.